welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the LCS, not the World Series. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Kerry Wood.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Here's the center fielder, Bernie Williams. And here it comes. On a line out towards center. Rojas hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
The third baseman, Chipper.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat, Chipper Jones. And a foul ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. And the Braves go down quietly. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show.
How's it going, everyone?
Back here in Philadelphia, and on the hill, Mike Messina.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys on balance.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Paul Molitor. And a pitch. Bounced up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Rod Carew digs in now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Very few would question that Carew was one of the top hitters of the 1970s. Comes up empty, that's strike 2.
The stats Carew put up from 1972 to 78 were just amazing. It was the prime of his career, won 6 batting titles over the course of 7 years.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of
Gorman to second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make it. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
So up next, Jorge Posada. This one smoked on its way out of here. He circles the bases. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they add on. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Kelnick hauls it in for the out. Then there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That's not coming back. He'll circle the bases. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Over to first. Just got him on that one. Singing, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another.
Estrada to the plate. Ripped to right, base hit. And that extends the inning. Back to the top of the lineup, Bernie Williams. The next to hit, he's 0 for 1. That one ripped right center field. And gone! Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Larry Walker next up for the Braves. Strike one. Wood, just 21 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Gone. They go back-to-back. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 6-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Chipper swings and connects deep to left field, and it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. his 6th of the series, and they add a run. It's 7-0.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A gigantic blast. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 8-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the power hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The Braves up big in this one here in Game 7. Liner, base hit.
He was all over that one. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to...
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 8 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, David Justice. A wind in the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And down on strikes. 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And first offering is fouled off. And a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Guerrero snags it for the 2nd out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. The wind to kick the pitch. That one fouled off. The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. On to the 3rd inning. And the batter now, Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
The lefty fires. And the pitch is in for a strike. Going 1.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. A massive home run. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 9-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Not much question that Citizens Bank Park is a hitter-friendly field. Lots of homers and triples to be had with this outfield design. So digging in, Thairo Estrada. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Left field, way back there. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to the lead. It's 10-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. And now,
so they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Joe Kelly.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And here is Bernie Williams. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Bangs off the wall. And he holds it first with a single. Nice job getting the ball back in there.
Now batting, the right fielder, Larry.
Next to hit, Larry Walker. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, from an outfielder's perspective, that right center field power alley can be tough to play, but the odd angles in left center field aren't much easier. Definitely an interesting layout.
That one ripped. And it's gone. It just got out of here. That's his 5th homer of the series. It's 12-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
And now Chipper Jones. And that one hit to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. So first and second with one man gone. And now Jorge Posada. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Relay to second, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and the lead continues to grow.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds.
New pitcher now, Juan Marichal. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And that one is lifted in the air. Rojas sizing this one up. Corrals it. 2 down. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. A long throw, and that's the 3rd out.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Kerry Carpenter.
The designated hitter.
Messina back to work. Fought off foul.
You know, these Phils definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
In the air, right field. Under it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Jared Kelnick. And a swing and a miss there. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Drifts towards it. Nabs it. And that's the inning. Phillies down in order. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. The decisive 7th game of this National League Championship Series. And now it's the Braves DH, Brady Singer. In the air out to center. Moving under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. So the batting order turns over. And next for Atlanta, Bernie Williams. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Long throw for the 3rd out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Paul Molitor. The wind of the pitch.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
The throw to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman.
Now the number 2 hitter, Rod Carew. And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
0-2.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's off the inside edge.
1-2.
And that is ball 1. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Dribbled up the 3rd baseline. And it goes just foul. And the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safely into second. He's got a double. So man aboard. Digging in. Todd Helton. Swings and misses. 0-1. Just missed. High in the air, out to right. Walker makes the grab. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Justice. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive.
Got him looking. That ends the frame. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We played 4. Braves on top, 15-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, at the plate, Larry Walker. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. This one in the air, center field. Rojas under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swung on, belted. Justice going back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
The first baseman,
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Got it! Great leaping catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Pudge Rodriguez. As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers.
Well, these Phillies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And there's one down.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Rojas swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. That's in there. And that's strike 2. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter stands in for the Phillies. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Things aren't looking great for this offense right now, Boo. They need a spark. It doesn't matter who provides it, but they need it to save their season.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the 6th inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Jorge Posada. And a pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. And that one is going to go. Another homer. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 16-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Well struck, right field, and it's off the top of the wall. To second, pulls him off the bag. Now in for the Braves, Nolan Gorman. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job.
And a foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure it had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
Here comes the 0-1. That one hit to right. Justice makes the grab for the second out. Throw cut off to third.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop,
Tyro Estrada next up for the Braves. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. That's a base hit. Run scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Estrada round second on his way to third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now. Tag out at third. He can't get back in time. Third out. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No. Bottom of the 6th inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Ha-Sung Kim. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, man. Not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea. Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And there's 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Paul.
Down the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Right through there for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Fastball right back to the mound. Fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Braves lead it 17-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but
that one ripped. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, fed it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. The switch hitter batting right. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. That's his 7th home run of the series. It's 19-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jorge Posada next up for the Braves.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 21-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, he's been out.
Now on the bump, David Bednar.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Nimmo in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Bednar, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 4 runs already in the frame here in the late stages of Game 7. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-handed reliever. This one smoked on its way out of here. That was blasted to the moon. It's 22-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Brady Singer getting ready to hit. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. Down the line. And that will drop foul. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time.
Now back.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Tyro Estrada. 4 for 4. He singled 3 times and hit a homer. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Bernie Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. That one felt good. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 24-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games. It probably won't be the last.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jason Adam. He's in, throws to second. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Rod Carew stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And now for the Phillies, Todd Helton. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 2. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, David Justice.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Williams makes the catch, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Atlanta leads it 24-0. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. And a pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. As this one sized up. Makes the catch for the out. One down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His 3rd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 25-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Posada, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. The Braves up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone.
Wow, this is now
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Ryan Baker.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And here is Brandon Nimmo. That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. He was late there, strike 1. Baker, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. 2 on with 1 out. Brady Singer next up for the Braves. Big swing and a miss. 2nd and 3rd here. 1 away. Out to center. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Tyro Estrada. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one is out of here. A 3-run dinger. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 29-0. Braxton Garrett into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Williams stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That's hard hit on the line. Rojas pulls it in on the run. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Phillies catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. The pitch.
Rodriguez.
That one's in there. And it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
In the air on the infield. Jones settles underneath it. Makes the grab, one away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that until his next at bat.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Man at first. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Clay Holmes gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, brings it in. And that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 9th. Now here is Larry Walker. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now he turns and heads for second. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him out. Chipper Jones next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. Gone. Another homer. His 8th of the series, and they add on. It's 30-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Hauls it in on the warning track. That one hammered center field. Rojas going back on this one. Reaching for it and brings it in. Braves get one on the big fly. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. This is the National. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom 9. Here's Jared Kelly.
The left fielder.
The pitch. There's the strike.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
2-0.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach where you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And it's fouled away. One strike away. And the Atlanta Braves have done it. They're your National League champions.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Tonight, paid attention.
Mm-hmm.